Sounds good.
This meeting is being recorded.
That's funny. Okay, hi everyone. This is our July call. We are not the first, we're the third of the month, but that's okay. Here we are, and we're going to dive right into some promotions and some things coming up. So this is like your one-stop shop to find out it all, to connect with everyone, to collaborate. And we're going to kick it off talking about some of the product of the month and 10% off. And just a reminder, this is for you to be thinking about how you can help your customers with 10% off potential customers too. And also using your own products a little bit better so you have more things to share about them because you're better utilizing them. So Laura Shields agreed to share about the 10% off product turmeric. So go ahead, Laura.
Okay, so yes, I'm talking about turmeric, and I have to be honest with you guys, basically a lot of my knowledge up until the last year or so has just been this is a really great oil. You just need to use it because it's amazing. And that's all you need to know. Or that's all I had kind of fully taken in. But there is so much about turmeric, so it's hard to do it justice, I think. But I'm going to try with a little bit of science that I can share with you, and then some good uses and what it's good for. So the wonderful thing about our turmeric essential oil, that's the 10% off, is that it's different than the powder. I think there was a lot of hype and a lot of, popularity with the turmeric powder, the capsules that were kind of entering into the health world. And that was a big thing. The turmeric essential oil is very different compounds that we're talking about and the chemical constituents of it. And so there's a lot more benefit into having the essential oil that you're going to be taking itself, or even paired with the powder as well. And so we'll talk about that. So the doTERRA turmeric is really special because it is sourced in Nepal and it is distilled. You can go on and you can kind of research different ways that people get turmeric oil. It can either be with CO2 or doTERRA's process of getting the essential oil. And there's a much higher benefit to having the doTERRA process of getting it distilled into the essential oil, because it gets the the fumarones that we want and that we really want for our body. So when you have the powder, you're dealing with a larger molecule that is water soluble, but it's not absorbed as nicely into our bodies. So a lot of it actually gets more flushed out of our system before our body has time to absorb it. So with the essential oil, your body can actually absorb it and use it, and you don't have to worry about it being, taken with a fat or anything like that. So the oil is much more easily absorbed into our body, and it also can work and cross over membranes that we want it to, specifically talking about the brain membrane is really good for that. Crossing into that barrier and working on a cellular level there. So that makes our essential oil really happy for our body in that way. We can actually use it. We aren't flushing it away. And so one of the big studies that doTERRA did was the study of the fumarones, and what they did was they wanted to see how it would respond specifically to the cells in our brain and the central nervous system. So they did a study, and they wanted to see how it would work with kind of healthy neurons, and then also neurons that feel stress. And so they wanted to see if it would really benefit some of those more delicate cells in our central nervous system. So the study showed that when it was dealing with a healthy neuron, that it was able to still have improved healthy production and greater resilience. And then also when it had a more stressed neuron, it also demonstrated a greater health and activity. So turmeric is a big plus and a big win for our nervous system. We really want to encourage people that when we're talking about having turmeric, we're really talking about cellular health, and the brain is a big part of that. So anything for the nervous system, we love our turmeric for that. It's also really restorative for neural pathways. So talking about memory, or maybe some constant concentration that you're doing with studying, if you're going to pair some turmeric in there with whether diffusing or taking internally, it's just going to help that production of those cells. to give you some clarity and focus there. We're also is a big one for heart health, and circulation is a really big part of turmeric as well, and helping there. And also enhancing the cellular antioxidant enzymes as well. Let's see here. It's really good for your skin, so you can use it for like reducing blemishes, or maybe you're fighting something that's kind of like fungal, bacterial, viral. It's a really good supportive oil to use for that. And also inflammation. So inflammation is another big one for turmeric. Really great for soothing the muscles, joints, tissue repair, any kind of tissue that we're talking about in the body. So some of those like obvious ones with like exercise and activity, but even the digestive system, it plays a big role in helping kind of soothe tissues, your stomach and linings for that tissue as well. Let's see. And then the other one that that I saw that it talked a lot about was metabolism, kind of again pairing it with what we've been talking about with a lot of different components with metabolism lately, but it's supporting that healthy glucose and lipid metabolism. So digesting carbs and managing sugar levels that are in a normal range, helping with that. And the great thing about turmeric is it tastes really good. So it's really easy to incorporate into any kind of food or recipe, or maybe there's Fierce Oilers, you'll probably see like a recipe for a steamer, turmeric steamer floating around. We can post that in the group again as well. But that would be a really delicious way to incorporate it there. Oh, and then the other thing that we've talked about this before, but if you're kind of still new to using the turmeric oil, anytime that you do pair the oil with the powder, doTERRA's found that it increases that curcumin potency and absorption by 7%. So that's a huge win also for doTERRA when you have the oil. Maybe you have a powder that you're using, but even they sell the capsule that's like combined already. But anytime we have that powder and oil working together, we're going to get better absorption into our body as well. So the couple of uses I saw were, it's really easy to put it in a veggie cap. I think pairing it with like DDR Prime is a really good one for anything cellular and kind of all around neurological health. So that's a really easy way to take it. You can, I think, I've never put it in my, like a drop in my mouth, but I'm sure you can do that, like under your tongue. Might be really good for your oral health there too. And then also you could just massage it on really easily into any area that is feeling stress or tension there too. Let's see, I think that's it. And now I'm realizing I don't have the price in front of me, but maybe I can get it really quick. Let's see.
Like $29.70, $27.90. What was it?
Okay. I should have had it in front of me and I forgot.
No, you're okay.
I think you're off the hook. You had some really great info.
Yeah, $29.70.
Okay, $29.70. Okay. There it is. So 10% off. That's a great deal. You'll have lots of uses to use it. I usually keep it around close by. We use it in our Symphony of the Cells. It's a good one for that. Yeah, the veggie cap DDR Prime, I kind of just keep it in my kitchen because I know I'm going to want to use it and stick it in anytime we're doing that. So that's what I have.
You're amazing, guys. We're very lucky tonight that we got Laura Shields and now we get to hear from Jerry. It's like two of the best. Sorry, they're the best. Sorry, everyone. So Jerry, go ahead and take it away with the TerraShield.
Okay, so TerraShield. So the doTERRA, as they do in so many things, they reformulated TerraShield 2 years ago and really redid the whole thing, except the only oil that they kept in there was cedarwood. And what they did is they transitioned the TerraShield from being like bug resistant, insect resistance to a repellent. So what they did was they leveraged their available research and the EPA guidelines to make sure that they provided the most, or we provide the most effective natural repellent while using our certified pure therapeutic grade oils. And so each ingredient was carefully selected to help repel mosquitoes under the EPA guidelines. So the target was to meet the insect repellent requirements from minimum risk pesticides. So how cool is that? I mean, when I think of what I used to use was off and DEET and all that stuff. And now we have these amazing oils that they've tested to make sure that they are really effective in repelling those nasty mosquitoes. So when they tested it, it said, so the labels must follow the EPA guidelines in order to maintain the strong repellent claims that are made, staying legally compliant. And they tested them and they found that there was a 90% efficacy for more than 4 hours. And it's safe to use on everybody, including your pets. So you want to apply directly to the skin and like put a couple drops right from the bottle on your skin. So you can do it that way, apply it on, your directly to the skin. If you're doing it on your pet, you'd want to put it on your hands, and then, because it's already diluted, because it has the sesame oil in there. And what's really cool, and I remember this when I presented on this when it first came out, is that they switched to the sesame oil, and sesame oil has been shown to be so effective in repelling mosquitoes as well. So the spray, the TerraShield spray, has like 70% of the sesame oil, whereas the blend, the TerraShield blend, still has a high percentage, the one that comes in the 15 ml, and that's what is our freebie for the month. So different ways to use it. You can diffuse it. Has, I think, a great smell. I know Melissa has her trick for putting it around the rim of, like when you're outside on a picnic table, you can just put it like right around on your tablecloth. You can diffuse it in your Roam diffuser. You can, I haven't worn my diffuser jewelry in quite some time. So I think now with summer upon us and we've had lots of rain finally down here, the mosquitoes are going to be popping out. I haven't had a bite yet this year, but I know in another week or two they're going to be out and about. So you've got your diffuser earrings, your diffuser necklace. You could put some of the TerraShield on there. And then I don't have it handy, but I have the mister. So I put my TerraShield with some additional, now I'm not sure who, I put water in mine, some like distilled water, and then I add maybe like 15 drops of TerraShield to the mister that doTERRA provides, and so that we can get it on your clothing as well. So that's what I know about TerraShield, is that it's better than ever. And so if you have your old, I still have a bottle of the old stuff, so I still use that, and then I just doctor it up a bit. But I also have the new stuff, and now I have another bottle soon. And it's, so that's what I got.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm marveling that you have no mosquito bites yet.
I know, right?
Superwoman.
Miracle.
I wanted to mention that the Rose Duet is back in stock. So we're all relatively familiar with it. We've talked about how much we love it and nourishing it is, and I just think it's delightful. So it's back, and I wanted to just say that the note on it was that due to high demand, your order might have a slight shipping delay. So be aware of that for yourself and also for customers who might be wondering what's going on with that. Melissa, do you want to tell us a little bit about the enrollment promotion?
Yeah, but can I just share really quick how Angela Villa uses that Rose Duet, the spray? So when she gets out of the shower or is done washing her face, she uses the mist. She does it here, here, and here. And then she puts the Yarrow Palm on. She uses, oh, the lid wasn't on, a half a dropper. And she applies that all over her face. And then she uses the After Sun spray, puts it on her hands, and then on her face here and here. And then she uses 3 pumps of the doTERRA face cream with the sunscreen in it. And that's her going out every morning routine for that. So I thought it was so neat that it starts off with the rose. And I've been trying that the last few days and I really like it. Second thing I wanted to say was off script. Congratulations to Laura Shields and Amy Baumans on their enrollments last month. So that's really fun. Just really proud of you guys, and think of the lives that we're all changing, right? So I wanted to share about the promo. It's very interesting. It's called, we've done this before, and it's a little different to me because there's no enrollment fee. So this makes me even more excited to share with people in this way. So it's one of those 100, 100, 100. So enroll somebody in July with 100 PV. They set up an LRP, or you can do it with them right in the very beginning of their first order. And I think they save 10%. So the second month they place a 100 PV order, and the third month they get 100 points to spend on anything they want that can be redeemed on. And not only is this good for July, August, and September, but it's also going to be good for August, September, October. So it's actually 4 months long, and it kind of goes dovetails with like the whole healthy, it's called Healthy 100, and the whole idea of overhauling your life in different ways. So I thought that was really cool. There's a link that if you need it, they for FAQs, but it's a great one.
Thanks. Yeah, it's like the wrong time of year to do the 100, 100, 100. It's always in the new year, but it's July, doTERRA. Also, Angela Via, half a pumper of Yaropalm. You are spending, my friend. I like lick, I like drag just a little bit. I actually mix it right into the moringa oil into my hand and then apply it. It's great disbursement. It'll be
Yeah,
great.
it was interesting that she didn't mention the moringa oil.
Yeah, that's where I put my drop into in the palm of my hand and then apply it.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing this in the morning and I feel a little tacky, but I'm using quite a bit of it, and I'm using that spray, the after sun spray, and I'm kind of putting them all over, and I feel a little bit like a grandma's
The
cheek,
sun spray would make you a little tacky, but then
a
it
little
stops.
tacky.
It doesn't last too long.
It
Tacky.
doesn't. And hopefully I'm
You look
glowing.
marvelous. Okay, did you guys see the ready kit, which I keep calling the get ready kit because I feel like it needs the word get ready in front of it. But anyway, the ready kit. So this is part of the Q3 campaign has switched. We are in Q3. We are no longer editing your life. That's over, everybody. We are now ready for anything. That's the theme for Q3. So this kit is kind of kicking off with this doTERRA Ready kit is like the perfect introduction to it. So I am actually going to share my screen. I got one for myself, which I don't always like. That's not like super unusual for me, but I don't always do that. And I really like what's in here. So the bag was only like, once it's out, it's out. They're still going to ship it without the bag even. So a great little travel bag. And we needed more of this face and body stick. And I'm like the deep blue rub. It's got my Correct-X, my mist, my TerraShield, my lavender touch, and peppermint beadlets. I actually haven't had a lavender touch in a while. And I think it's so luxurious to have a doTERRA touch roller. Like I could make my own lavender roller and it will never, ever hold a candle to one of those. So I think it's a really nice kit. I didn't add up. I think my mom was talking about maybe adding it up. Okay.
Yep.
It's 96. Melissa, what is the total then? Or what
It would have been 106, so you saved $10. And you get the bag. And I have to say, like, I ordered the sunscreen kit early on so I could have this bag. And like I went to a picnic today and I took all 3 sunscreens in here. So we were just prepared. I actually really love their bags. And so I thought that was super exciting. And I also wanted to tell you guys, I don't know if you've ever had swimmer's itch, but it's like the nastiest little parasite under your skin, and it makes your skin itch. And Bob was volunteering at a camp, and 37 of the campers got it. And some of their legs, I mean, Amy, like I can't even speak to how hideous it was. And I took my lavender touch roller over midweek to see them, and I was like rolling it on people's legs. And Bob brought the roller back, and there was just a tiny little bit, and he said they got such great relief.
that
So-
little lavender is so versatile, Okay, what about the new marketing resource? So this is like, I was trying to understand, here it is. I was like, how does the digital marketing kit fit into this? Like, I was confused, but like the digital marketing kit would be like a part of this. This is like where you can see, I also think it's funny that it still shows Q2. But anyway, you can find different things about, convention events, refer a friend, the podcast going on, and then this would take you to the promotions. So this is just, I think, like an umbrella for all of the things. And I think this is nice to be able to see it all in one place. So I guess it's been ready, or last month it came out, but just in case you missed it, now you know. Okay, so there is that. What about convention? So convention is kind of like coming, believe it or not, faster and faster every second. There's still a lot of like back and forth conversation of like, are people going, are people staying, what does that look like? So my advice to you is if you have interest or you're thinking things, just talk with the oily people and eventually it's all going to shake out and it's going to be okay. So things are still, balls are in the air trying to figure out what life is going to be like in September. But I think early bird pricing just ended or is ending soon. Just ended.
It ended on the 1st of the month.
Okay. The Empowered Success call this month is Unleash Your Business Potential. Oh, am I there? It's called Conquer the Summer Slump. So you're going to hear from Jessica Moultrie, Brittany Miles, and Lauren Bush, and talking about different ways to enroll people in the summer and really taking advantage of this Ready for Anything Q3 promotion as well. What about, who knows what our July monthly call is about?
The bathroom.
Thank you. Okay. Our laundry room call was my favorite one I think I've ever done. Why was it so fun? Somebody tell me.
Because we're just in the swing.
He can. Well, I smell his.
I hope you all heard that. Okay. So, I want you to know that the July monthly call is going to be just as bomb as June. So it's keeping it fresh in the bathroom. And
Oh, wow.
I'm going to put the sign. I'll do that in a second. I'm going to put the sign up sheet in the chat box. It's on June. Sorry, it's not June. I think it's July 17th. Is that third Monday? Melissa, you were going to say something.
I just want to say, and I put this in the comments, but I wanted to say it because people that watch the recording won't see the comments. This Ready Kit is the most amazing way to enroll somebody. It gives them a really nice, like, summer gathering of products, and you can add, it's 90 PV. So you can go in, I'm sorry, I lied. It's 70 PV. So you would need to add 30 PV of something else with their agreement, of course. But I just think that's a great foundational piece. It has the Correct-X and all those pieces that you might be using this summer. So just wanted to toss that out there as an easy enrollment that comes in a really pretty package.
Well, and what you have going for you is that it's like products that people are familiar with: an Icy Hot, a Neosporin, a sunscreen, a bug spray, a hand sanitizer. The only thing, and most people are familiar with lavender, right? And a peppermint beadlet is like a wow factor that wins everyone over. So there's just like, it's a really easy on ramp. So I would agree with that. Before we turn over to Miranda, I want to show you one more thing that was in the DMK. And so it looks like they kind of revamped what we would have like essential oils made easy, you know, those PowerPoints that we've done. And oh shoot, I've just pulled up the wrong one. Let me just share to the right thing so that we are all looking at the right thing. I'm so sorry. Okay. How about here? So yeah, wellness pyramid, you know, and kind of an updated little version there, which I think is kind of nice. 3 cool things. We're familiar with that, but like a nice way of looking at that, that I really appreciate. 3 ways to use. I just think it's a really nice updated spin. It talks about diffusing around pets. I think that's a valuable slide to have in there. I thought that was nice that that was done. This is probably a video. Talking about the different things that doTERRA does. Turmeric is on sale this month, so that's why that's there. Okay, so this must be how they're now presenting all the ways to save. So Laura Shields is the one on here who was most recently closed a class with the new no membership. So she's like the most familiar with how our verbiage has changed in that. But I like that it's already including in there like refer a friend and all of those things going on. So I just thought that was interesting. And then one of the final things after it talks about the 3 types of people is our next class is, and then it's got this graphic where it talks about, you know, and you could fit in different things too, or just do 1 or 2. But I thought that this was really nice. And I think it's a great resource. And again, it's just in the digital marketing kit. So I wanted you guys to know about that. Any questions about those things? No, because you're all brilliant. Miranda, talk to us.
So tonight I'm going to share with you guys something that I'm pondering. So it's not like I put it into practice or whatever, but I think I think it's okay to ponder these things and see if you're pulled towards any different one. First of all, on church on Sunday, it was it was a coach who he's a coach and a pastor turned pastor. And he's like led, I think maybe 10 consecutive years, baseball teams, professional, college, whatever. Anyway, he was like a major, and I receive from coaches even more than pastors sometimes, to be honest, because coaches just know how to take you to a whole nother level. And I feel like there's like a call to action, or there's just something beautiful behind. So I could tell he was a coach, not only because I was like in my seat, lean forward for every word, but anyway, long story short, God challenged him in the beginning, like around 2020, or was that recently? I don't remember now the timeline, but God challenged him to a negativity fast. There's different types of fasting you can do, like food and, certain types, whatever. But this is super speaking to me because not only like, so let's just say you don't think you're being negative or you don't think you're negative. Well, all you have to do is, for me personally, is try a negativity fast and try one and see how negative you really are. But think about the agenda that the enemy has over our lives through the news and through just period, what's going on in the world. And I just felt that was really special to be challenged in that way. And it is a challenge because Fred and I both, I'm not throwing us under the bus, but I was just like within minutes of starting the negativity fast. We were already, so thank goodness you just like, sorry, Lord, for being negative, and get back on the bus or the train. But I wanted to challenge it. Like, it just came on my radar and I wanted to share it with you because he said that the Lord said, give me 1 week of no negativity and I'll change your life. And it was a really special thing. And he said answers to prayer. And I'm not promising anything or hope, false hope. He said answers to prayer that he's been praying with for years or whatever started like popping. Like there was just major, it caught my attention, but also I need that. I need it. And I don't always love fasting food all the time. So I'm just so happy about that. But it's very interesting, the negative energy that surrounds us 24. And not only that, I feel like just old thought patterns or generational thought patterns or anything. So I just wanted to share that one. I have something else to share with you, but try a negativity fast if you will, dare to. And I think the Lord told him like, I triple dog dare you or something like that. And it was so funny because I love how people say how God talks to them. I triple dog dare you. Anyway, so it was cool. But anyway, the negativity fast for a week. He was sharing how members of his church, and I can't remember where, Texas or some Arkansas, I don't remember. They were like, well, we're going to go on for the second week because they loved the results so much. You will be challenged, I promise you. So if you do not like to be challenged, do not take this negativity fast at all, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want any false feedback or negative feedback from you guys. No. So I'm doing that and we'll see how that goes. But secondly, I've been pondering these other questions. I'm going to pull up my notes because, well, anyway, it fits well with what's going on. So this question, which I can put in the chat, is what if I let go of outcomes in every area of my life and just focus on being fully present? This isn't mine. It comes from a mentor what if I let go of outcomes in every area of my life and just focus on being fully present? Now, a little bit about that, and I won't go long. One more question after this is, I've been really challenged with letting go the last couple, especially year. And it's, if anything, there was a resounding like message in my heart of let go. And really, I've heard the Father and heard God say like, let go, but it was a whisper and it was like a good challenge because of how much control I was holding on to things and how tight I was holding on to things. And I guess for some reason my MO was hold on tighter and I'll be able to control it more, or hold on tighter and I'll be able to, whatever that thinking was. And so I was like, let go. Like, how do you even do that? And like, oh no, I'll let go to the level I'm comfortable with. Thanks. It's not that, it's let go. So that, with that being said, in my like journaling and whatever the last year, if not longer, but especially last year, and especially last 6 months, hearing let go, it's actually a really good key for freedom and breakthrough. To see that question, I was like, dude, that's what happens like when I'm trying to control stuff. And I'm like, no, I need to like pray and then trust God with the outcome and let go of the outcome instead of me trying to control the outcome, which I think it's okay to set goals. I'm not saying that, don't hear me wrong, like set goals and have a vision board and like plan and pray over your plans and all that. That's great. Take action. Yes. I'm talking about, what if I let go of the outcomes in every area of my life, or start with one. So I don't want to get overwhelmed. So I'm literally just going to baby step this, but just focus on being fully present. Really meaty there. Second one and last one is, what could happen if I built my life around curiosity, wonder, and compassion? I really feel like not so much those are values. I just, again, this is intriguing me. I'm chewing on, I'm pondering it. And it came to my heart tonight when I was thinking about the call, and just to challenge the negativity fast, but feel free to chew on whatever resonates with you. Letting go of outcomes and focus on being fully present. What a great way to focus on. And then what could happen if I built my life around curiosity, wonder, and compassion? I feel like for me, those are really good focus points instead of, well, negativity or just other things, fear, etc. So I'll post those in the chat, and that's what I have so far today.
Thank you, Mer. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Amy.
All right, everyone. So like I said, we're not going to do anything with Project Broadcast tonight because it's just a holiday week and lots of guests in people's homes and everything. So we will do our monthly call on July 17th or whenever that is. And then we'll be together again or in early August, whenever the first falls, we'll talk. Right? That's how it goes. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Happy 4th.